Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. I am here with both of my fellow hosts,
I'm Jack.
I'm Joker.
and yes, Joker is back. So you've officially finished your moving then, right?
Until the end of next month when we actually move into the house.
Oh, okay. So you're mostly done. Just like still a few things left to do.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, so it's the so this is our last video of October, which means that of course it's the end of the spooky season. So we thought we would go all out and just talk about all of the different spooky things, whether that be uh, horror games or scary movies, or basically wherever our brains go to, as well as ghost stories, perhaps. So, yeah, where do we want to start?
Going on the Reddit for R real spooky.
Oh my gosh, you don't need to. Are you, okay? Do we actually want to do the Reddit?
I mean, I am, but I don't know. Let's see.
Oh my
Or
gosh. So while Jacka is getting ready for to find some spooky stories from Reddit, I think I should tell you guys a spooky story that came to me at high school. Um, so basically, I don't think that this is real. I just this just happened to be something that popped into my mind one day when I was sitting in class near Halloween, actually, and I was I think this was senior year. I came up with this. Um, so long ago in a school not like ours. I'm kidding. It was basically my brain thought that it was our school. I don't know why. Um, but basically, a bunch of teenagers decided to have a huge party at their school, and did some naughty things to say the least. Broke off into groups and stuff like that, and then suddenly, in the middle of the night, as they had a fun night and and all this jazz, one person suddenly decided, no, I'm gonna end them, end everyone, and so he went from room to room, killing all of the couples, and after he had done so, stuffing all of their bodies into the lockers. And I went into more detail when it was actually when I told the story for the first time, and I think I've told this story before on the channel. I don't remember where, um, but I think like back in 2018. So I'm not gonna go into much more detail than that. If you want to find it, I think it's in one of the 2018 videos, but I could be wrong. Um, but there, that's the story. It's not a huge thing, but there's that. So, Joker, do you have any spooky stories or anything like that?
Nope.
No. You know, I'm kind of intrigued because you've been getting more. You've watched some things recently that were kind of scary recently. That we were kind of like, I'd be careful. So, what are some things that you've watched that you would consider spooky or scary?
So nothing really.
Really?
you watched Wednesday, yeah?
Yeah, but that wasn't necessarily scary. It was maybe spooky, but not scary.
Well, that's what we asked. Spooky.
Yeah, spooky is the there's a difference between like yeah, scary is objective. Let's just be honest. everyone is scared of different things. Like, I'm scared of semis. But
You mean subjective?
did I say? I said objective. I meant subjective. Yeah. Frickin' scary is subjective. Spooky is objective.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to say. My brain is still waking up. But yeah. So what do you think of Wednesday? While we're waiting for Jack to find Reddit, find a good story.
Wednesday's good.
Got any more insightful details that you want to share with us?
Looks like the lamest opinion ever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am distracted by playing Breath of the Wild.
Fair enough. That's not spooky though. You need to be playing spooky games, like I am playing Minecraft.
Minecraft is
so-
not a spooky game.
No, but it's but I'm building Blood on the Clock Tower, so there's that.
If you want
I
to
could-
play a spooky game or scary game, go play The Last of Us.
Nope.
I
I'm gonna
really
play
should
the Cult of
finish
the
that at
Lamb.
some point. But yeah. I mean Minecraft can be spooky. You just have to know how to do it properly.
True.
Like like there's obviously several maps that have been made spooky and stuff like that. And then also frick, what am I trying to say here? Obviously I'm working on a map that is spooky since it's Blood on the Clock Tower. Speaking of which, great game. Really want to play it, but obviously we don't have enough people. Oh, we need to figure out how to play that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you need to play it?
So,
At
so
least
the
four.
minimum that you should probably have is 5. But you need but 7 is good. 8 is better. Pretty much all the way up to 20 is really good. Because I think the max number of players that they suggest on their wiki is 20. Or also I think I think on the in their sheet that they put in the game, it just gives up to 15 suggestions for up to 15 players. Because once you hit 16, you should add travelers, and there's only there's 5 travelers per game. Technically, you could go with like hundreds of with like 100 players, and still be good because there's so many freaking roles. Oh my gosh. I think I figured it out one time, and I'm not remembering the exact number off the top of my head, but there are a lot of roles that they've added that they especially in the experimental. Let me see here. So 18 19, 20, 21, 22. So, yeah, in the base game, there's 22 roles plus the 5 travelers. And that's just in Trouble Brewing. And then in the other 2 versions, there's, like, an added 3. So, 25 roles. So, total of 30. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Total of 30 roles in each of them. And then obviously there's the fabled roles, which are basically for the storyteller. And then the experimental, which there's just a ton. I'm not even gonna try to count them right now, but it's a lot of fun, and I've been spending a lot of time looking over it. It was my freaking ADHD research session that I've been having lately. So there's that. ADHD fueled research sessions. They're so much fun. But yeah, so that's so it's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. Like if you look into all of the details that are within it, um, plus so like you guys have been seeing recently, I've been building that in Minecraft, and one of my big things that I was trying to figure out is like different locations where players can basically just hang out and discuss things. Because the big thing about the game is social deduction, and they have always kind of had this idea that you should be able to split into groups and discuss things separately, especially because of the fact that the demon wants to speak with their minion one-on-one and say, okay, so here's the thing, I want to do here are some bluffs that we can use. Because the demon gets the bluffs, while the minion does not get a bluff. It's kind of, what was it good? What's a good example? Werewolf. So Werewolf has like a ton of roles as well. And I think that that's probably the best example of what it's like. And obviously, if you say a role that somebody else already has, then that can be very problematic, and it can people can be like, no, you're not that role, I can here's the proof because I am that role, and then confusion ensues. But with the bluffs, you are given a role that is not currently in play, so nobody is really certain, okay, is this person the actually what they say they are, or are they not? And unfortunately, the minion does not get these things until the demon decides to give them one. So,
not gonna lie, when we were gonna play this, I was super stoked to be the demon.
Yeah, fair enough. Unfortunately,
what does the demon do?
Kill people.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Let's do that.
Well, we didn't have enough people last time, unfortunately. Like you of course you didn't show up because of the fact that you were busy, so that makes sense. But yeah, like they have a specific so on their wiki they have this specific section that's called Teensyville, and I've set up a script for that. And unfortunately, they still suggest like 5 to 6 is the minimum. 6 is better than 5. So, but like with 5, you're supposed to have 3 players and or 3 townsfolk and 2 and then a minion and a demon. And then with 6, you add on an outsider. So, and outsiders are very fun when you get to look at them, because they while they are on the good team, they're also kind of bad. Because basically they have some role that basically causes the players to think, okay, this person is not on our side. What do we do? And when in actuality they are on your side. So, for example, the 2 that I put into my script for us, the recluse, when somebody sees them, they register as a minion or a demon, even if dead. While the drunk thinks that they are a random townsperson, and it can that can cause huge amounts of confusion, because obviously you're not a townsperson, because they get wrong information every single time. So it's interesting, to say the least. So like, for example, if a drunk was a washerwoman, they start knowing if that one of 2 players is a particular townsfolk. But if you're a drunk, you may get information that, oh, these people are, these two people are a soldier, and neither one of them are the soldier. And in fact, there's nobody who's a soldier in this specific game, and it can be quite interesting to say the least. And obviously confusion ensues, and it's really fun. If anyone is actually interested in checking out the game, I recommend checking out their wiki. I don't know if I will put it in the description, but just look up Blood on the Clock Tower. It should be fairly easy to find. But yeah. Anyways, there's that little rant. We should play it at some point. We just need like a good number of players. Like with the D&D group, I think we need like everybody. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, so we definitely need we need Astrid, we need Deshauna, and we need Quixote. We don't know. Well, it would be good to have Ethan, but if that doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, so we would need. It would be good to have everyone involved with the if we ever do have a full session with that. And I did say that I would love to do that for Halloween, but at the same time, I understand that people are busy and stuff like that, so it might not happen. I'll put it in the group chat one more time and say, hey, do we want to do this? I get off of work at 9. So if we don't want to do it, I can understand. Or if we want to do it on Sunday as well, that's also a possibility. But obviously,
I can't do it on Sunday for sure because I have to work so early on Monday and Tuesday because we have Halloween parties at work.
Oh, fun! Yeah, I work 3 to 9 that day, so I work 3 to 9 on Halloween, so that's So in that case, we'll probably be doing we're probably doing Strahd anyways, but
Tomorrow, probably.
yeah,
Or- yeah.
Which, I mean, to be fair, doing Strahd on the last D&T session before Halloween makes sense, especially if we can actually go and face Strahd. Speaking of which, I think it's insane that it took us. It's still taking us over a year to finish Strahd. Because I think, right? I think it's taken longer.
Longer.
Yeah.
Because Ethan left.
Yeah, because Ethan was able to leave and come back in the time that it took us to finish up the game.
That means it's more than 2 years.
Yeah, holy crap. And he left, I mean, granted, he did leave near the beginning, but dang, that took a long freaking time. And, I mean, yeah, technically, it's going to take even long. It might take longer. Wait, what is this quest that you're up to? Oh, you're on the, are you doing the frickin',
Apparently, I have to find information about the Batshit 3.
the bat shit.
Okay, so one is by the Pokemon Center. One is in that one corner by the flowers there, and then one's in the back somewhere. And I don't remember
You're
where.
on that quest. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
basically you have to go and find the people with the yellow text over their head that specifically say something about the different Evil 3.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're annoying. But yeah.
They are. And then you have to go fight them.
I think it's funny that we're all playing different games while we're while we're doing this. But I mean, fair
Hey,
enough.
at least 2 of us are on the Switch, and you're on PC, aren't you?
Yes, I'm on PC.
Oh, this one says Okie Dokie.
Yep, that would probably be it.
Have you seen Okie Dokie of the Loyal 3? That purple scarf it wears is so lovely.
Yeah, and he's also
I
a
saw
giant
one
fucking
around the
dick.
bed.
He's a giant fucking dick.
Why do I have to gather information if I already fucking know that they're gonna go to the cave to try and defeat Ogrepon?
Because they're not going to the. I don't think they're going there. I think they're. I think you have to do
Why
something else
wouldn't they
first.
go there?
Are you you've already gotten Ogrepon on your with you, right?
He was supposed to be following me.
Yeah, he's outside of town right now.
Then yeah, he's hanging out there.
So
Who's this guy? Oh, that's Masui Town. Good God, where are these stupid people?
they're all over the place, unfortunately. They're really annoying.
Are you one of them? No. How about you? Monkey Dory, there you go. Okay. I thought someone collapsed, so I went to check on them, but it was just Monkey Dory taking a nap. It can be so peaceful around that pond out there. What an ideal place for a snooze.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, basically they're giving you like little information about where each of them are, and that will be their location for the rest of the game. So like, so for example, I think.
Oh, so I can go over there and catch them?
Yep, you can go and catch them now. If yeah,
I
have you?
haven't caught them yet.
So you've completed the main story.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, once you've completed the main story, you can go over to their original location, and then they'll be there to for you to capture them. And then also don't forget that you should also have you done the parent quest yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okie dokie, Monkey Dory. Alright, now I'm just looking for Fezandipity.
I think I don't remember where Fezandipity's person is.
I have literally walked all around the entire godforsaken town, and there's nobody talking about Fezandipity. You people all suck.
Yeah, fair enough. I think the Fezandipity person walks, though. Am I wrong? I think that might be what it is. That the Fezandipity person walks around.
Of course they do.
I don't remember if
No,
that's actually.
it's a little kid. It's a kid.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
saw
a kid.
Fezandipity zoom through the sky over Oni Mountain. It was so much cooler than the stories say. You got clues to all of the Loyal 3's whereabouts. Time to compare notes.
So yeah,
You
that's
haven't.
that can be fun.
haven't-
So wait, are you just doing? You're still on the Scarlet playthrough, or are you doing the Violet one at this point?
I started on Violet,
You started on Violet, okay, and you haven't done this.
and this is still Violet.
Okay, so you haven't done the Scarlet one yet.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't even know that Scarlet has updated.
Okay. Yeah. I obviously I've
No, I
done
think
Violet and I've done a little bit of Scarlet. I don't think I've finished that that one yet. I don't even think I've faced off against them for the Loyal 3 for the first time. Yeah, in that version. But not important.
Woohoo! Time to go get more life.
Oh yeah, you're. I'm sorry, my brain went completely in a different direction. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I still hate Carmine though.
Oh,
Who?
you Carmen,
The dude?
the girl.
No, that's Kieran.
She's
Oh,
he's talking about the girl.
wait until you finish the story.
I mean, to be fair, she is starting to get better at this point, but yeah,
No.
she's not great.
He's not.
Like
No, I'm talking
we're
about
we're
her
not
brother.
gonna deny that she's not a great person.
She's not
horrible.
better right
I'm
now
guessing
at
that
all.
we're
She's
gonna-
here. I'm too pretty for my own good. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You look like every other anime character literally ever made. You don't even look like a main character. Step off.
I think that
Wow,
they're gonna
brutal.
be in part 2.
They are in part 2. They're like the main characters of both versions, I think. Like-
yeah, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, Kieran's probably gonna be the fucking villain because he's mental.
Yeah, he is gonna be the main villain. That's what it's looking like, at least, which is so sad. He
I'm
deserves
not
better.
going to confirm nor deny.
I mean,
Besides, I got things to do.
you know, she's a dick. All right, where was I? Okay, this thing. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, spooky. So did you find did you find any good ghost stories on frickin' on Reddit?
No.
I got a good ghost story that Fergie told us.
As long as it's not the frickin' sleep experiment one.
Oh no, not that one.
Yeah, that is probably her most
that one's
terrifying one that
gross.
she has.
Yeah, the English class one that she shared. That one. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's like the one that I'm just like, please don't ever tell the sleep experiment one ever again. That one's fucking terrifying.
It's terrifying and it's creepy, and you know we were listening to that in English class, and I walked out.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand that you would walk out. That thing is fucking awful.
Yeah, she's like, well, if you guys are having issues, you guys are more than welcome to walk out. And so I did, and
Yeah, I'm glad that she didn't like say, okay, you guys need to listen to this because it's really important or some shit like that. But yeah.
no, and we had to do a poster on it, and like, since I walked out, and we did it as a group, I said something, and she's like, told the rest of the class, remember, Ben walked out of here, and he just did a very good, detailed description of the story.
That's funny. That's funny that you walked out and you still knew. I'm assuming that's more than some of them did. Because,
Who knows? It was English class.
I mean, fair.
Okay, but the story. You guys want to hear it or no?
Sure, let's hear it. I don't know which one
Okay.
you're talking about.
So this girl always babysit for this family. And so she was babysitting one night, and she'd always like read the kids bedtime stories and get them ready for bed, and then she would always sit in their room and watch TV. So there was one day where she was playing with the kids, and she kept on asking if they wanted to go watch TV, and they're like, "No, there's this creepy clown in the corner, clown statue in the corner."
Oh, fuck no. I know this story.
You know this story?
I know this story.
Yeah,
You
some
wanna
of
continue
Fergie's
the
stories are
story?
like, what the frell?
No, continue.
So anyway, she puts them to bed, and like the parents call and ask if everything's okay, and she's like, "Yeah, but the kids didn't want to watch TV because of this clown statue in the corner." And they're like, what clown statue in the corner? We don't have a clown statue in the corner." And then they're like, "Get the kids out of the house immediately."
Yeah.
And they came driving down the street with the police because apparently it was a escaped criminal.
Yeah, that one. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that one. Fergie has some really creepy stories, I'm just saying.
She really does.
Alright, here we go, boys. Alright, 11 of the best scary ghost stories that will scare your socks off. Read on if you dare.
Okay, we dare.
Number one. Number one. The Sloss Furnaces, Birmingham, Alabama. 5 years after the Civil War, Birmingham, Alabama was founded. With its birth in 1871, came the need for tons of pig iron to fix the U.S.'s crumbling infrastructure. So Colonel James Withers Sloss began to build Sloss furnaces. A year later, the company opened its doors to hundreds of employees, according to its official website. Jobs on the blast furnaces were advanced, but also dangerous, and many workers started falling to their deaths in the furnaces. By the early 1900s, conditions had worsened, with a cruel foreman, James Slag Wormwood, who took dangerous risks to increase production. During his tenure at Sloss, nearly 50 employees died on site, and many others were involved in terrible accidents. Allegedly, his workers threw him into the furnace in retaliation in 1906. Today, you can still walk around the grounds of Sloss furnaces. You may even get to hear Slag's voice yelling, "Get back to work!" and witness other paranormal. This is fucking stupid. What?
That's boring.
Alright.
Like, what?
That was lame as shit. Alright, we'll try this next one. Alright. The Crying Lady in the Dakota, New York, New York. I'm pretty sure this is just about... Yeah, okay. Since opening in 1884, the Dakota apartment building has been home to many rich and famous residents of New York City. Among them were John Lennon and Yoko Ono, who moved in 1973. John was also assassinated outside the building in 1980. Before that fateful day, on December 8th, John said he he saw a crying lady ghost walking the halls, and afterward, Yoko, who still resides there, claimed she saw John's ghost sitting at his piano and telling her, "Don't be afraid, I'm still with her." Jesus Christ, this is boring as shit. Alright, come on.
Give us some actual good ghost stories, people. What? The fuck?
These ones are lame. These aren't scary or spooky.
Yeah, what? Why in the world are these considered, like, the top ghost stories or whatever? But that's bullshit. Okay, let's see here.
Alright, our short, scary stories. We enjoy our horror short and sweet, 500 words or less.
Yeah, sure, let's see if that is actually terrifying. Let's see.
Alright, first post. The Fairy Ring. Alright. They're called fairy rings, Alana called back to me. You call them fairy wings, I call them mushroom circles. Tomato, potato. I blew a strand of hair out of my eyes. "We're here!" She gestured to a shady spot just off the trail. I made out a lean shape pacing through the trees. "Is that your model?" "Yep, looks like you got here early. Let's take a minute and clean you up." I stood while she fussed over the flowers in my hair and my flowing dress, suddenly aware of the quiet around us. "This place is creepy. How'd you find it?" I took up hiking, stumbled across it. "It's creepy, but I love it. Thanks for doing this photo shoot. It means a lot to me." "No problem. Actually, I've been flattered she thought of me. I didn't think we were that close." We walked in the clearing. Inside, standing in a ring of mushrooms, was Alana's model. Holy crap, this guy is gorgeous. Pale skin with deep green eyes and a wicked smile. Alana nudged me. "You go get acquainted. I'm going to set up over here." Suddenly shy, I carefully stepped over the mushrooms into the circle. "Are you my fairy captor?" I asked, hoping I sounded playful instead of nervous. His smile deepened. "Well, a fairy captor needs the name of his prisoner." Those eyes, holy cow. "I'm Julia. You?" "Friends call me Finn. Thirsty?" I accepted the cup he offered.
Okay, this is starting to get boring. Holy crap. I'm... Do people not know how to tell good ghost stories anymore? Like, what? I'm in shock. What the heck happened here? Did I lose you guys?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Ah, fudge. Discord's being stupid now.
Huh.
But I can hear you guys. I'm just not able to connect to the nerd chat section. One sec, I'm gonna close and or maybe not. Come on. I'm gonna reopen it. Alright. You gonna work now? No? Probably not. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, and I can still hear you. Alright. So, I guess the nobody knows how to tell good ghost stories anymore. So... Fudge.
Seriously.
Maybe it's just because of the fact that we're older and we've dealt with actual scary bullshit.
Right.
Like taxes. Someone needs to make a ghost story of a tax monster. Oh wait, it already exists. It's called the IRS. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. People don't know how to tell ghost stories anymore, I guess. That's just a fact of life. All right. What should we do instead then? Oh, have you? So we already mentioned Last of Us. That Joker said that I need to play it again. Have you ever played that, Jackie boy? Or am I losing? I think I'm losing everything. One sec. This. And we're back. Sorry. Okay. Apparently Discord decided to have issues. I'm not certain how much of that went through. But yeah, well, so you were saying.
All right, I found a good one, guys.
Yay. Okay.
All right.
You good?
When my sister... Shut up. When my sister Betsy and I were kids, our family lived for a while in a charming old farmhouse. We loved exploring its dusty corners and climbing the apple tree in the backyard. But our favorite thing was the ghost. We called her Mother because she seemed so kind and nurturing. Some mornings, Betsy and I would wake up on each of our nightstands and we'd find a cup that hadn't been there the night before. Mother had left them there, worried that we'd get thirsty during the night. She just wanted to take care of us. Among the home's original furnishings was an antique wooden chair which we'd kept against the back wall of the living room. Whenever we were preoccupied watching TV or playing a game, Mother would inch the chair forward across the room towards us. Sometimes she'd manage to get all the way to the center of the room. We always felt sad putting it back against the wall. It seemed Mother just wanted to be near us. Years later, long after we'd moved out, I found an old news article about the farmhouse's original occupant, a widow. She'd murdered her 2 children by giving them each a cup of poisoned milk before bed. Then she hung herself. The article included a photo of the farmhouse's living room with a woman's body hanging from a beam beneath her, knocked over that exact wooden chair placed exactly in the center of the room.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Gotta admit, it's a little spooky.
It's a little bit spooky. I mean,
it was spookier than that fairy shit.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, like I maybe I'm just like kind of insensitive to ghost stories at this point because we say that we have ghosts at my work, whether or not it's actual ghosts or if it's just like a lot of coincidences, whatever. But at the same like we deal with like, because of the fact that we constantly just say blame the ghost, blame the ghost, blame the ghost. I'm just like desensitized to anything ghost related. Because like obviously like one of them like we say he causes issues with the with our tech. The other one causes issues with anything that's not tech. Another one just watches you while you're in the stockroom, and then the third one just wanders and doesn't do anything. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe we're like I said, maybe we're just older, and as such, we're just like insensitive or desensitized. I don't know. Because like some of the stories from when we were in high school, like that, like me and Ben know a lot of them because Fergie was like loved ghost stories. Like some of the like some of those are still like, you think about them, they're terrifying, but like anyone else, it's just like nowadays it's just like even if it's the exact same, even if it's a similar story. Like obviously the sleep experiments, oh my gosh, that I still like think every now and again I think about that freaking story, and it's just like, dang, that thing is terrifying. But it's also like, you hear it and it's like, oh yeah, it's I think it's mostly terrifying because it's like the fact that it actually that people would be that depraved is just like that's what's terrifying mostly about it. So yeah.
Here's a fun one.
Okay.
I don't know if it's necessarily spooky or just a little bit unsettling. In high school, my friends and I were messing around with a Ouija board one night. We had done it before, and
Oh, no.
nothing remarkable had ever happened. We usually did it to try and scare each other or our girlfriends. We all thought it was basically a big joke. That night, there was no one else home except the 7 of us, and we were all together around the board. One of the girls there wanted to try it. She had never done it before. This time was different. The board misspelled some of the words the same way every time. It gave answers that seemed really historically accurate for our town, like things we neither knew nor cared about. Long story short, the spirit claimed it was a 10-year-old boy who had died on the property in the 1800s and was buried there too in an unmarked grave. My friend's house was on a farm on the edge of town. We were all a little freaked out because the board had never been so detailed and consistent. However, we were still skeptical, and we were all assuming it was still one of us trying to scare the rest, just with obscure facts. Finally, my friend asked if the spirit could do something to prove he was there with us. It went to yes and then spelled out knock, K-N-O-C-K. Then the planchette stopped moving. We all stared at it silently, and then there was a rap, rap, rap on the window right next to us. The lights were on outside, and there was no one there.
That's kind of spooky. Like it's not like the most terrifying story ever, but at the same time, it's like at least it's like a ghost. I don't know.
Right?
I mean, to be fair, it could maybe real ghost, or it could just be one of those. It could be the friend who lived there who did some research on his house or whatever, and then used had like another friend that the others were not aware of hide and then tap on the window really quick and then duck their hand out of the way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Or real ghost. It could be a real ghost. That would be fun. Oh my gosh. But yeah. To be fair, like spooky stories, they can be fun, but at the same time, like we're older, we're wiser. They're not as terrifying as they were when we were kids. But you know what we need to watch on Dia de los Muertos? Coco.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're exactly what day. Like, I have Wednesday off, so I'll probably watch it then. But but I don't know if you. I highly doubt that you guys have those days off.
Mm-mm.
So
Nope. Just weekends.
what about you, Jack or Joker? Sorry.
I don't work.
Oh, you don't work? Wanna
Oh,
He
I don't
moved
work
state.
anymore.
I mean, true. So are you actually in that house, or are you just in? Or are you still in the one in Fernley?
I'm still. I'm at my grandparents' house.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, maybe you and I should get together on Wednesday and just like watch Coco, or maybe we could watch spooky movies on Monday. What do you think?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, what does Disney have right now for in terms of spooky?
A lot of things.
The new Goosebumps is pretty damn spooky.
There's another one?
Yes.
Yeah, the show.
Oh, they made a show. They made another show? Okay.
Yeah, it's actually quite good.
Disney show.
Interesting. Maybe that would be a good option to watch. But you know what else is also a really good show to watch on on Halloween?
What?
Where is it? The Cat from Outer Space. I'm sorry.
What?
It's an older Disney movie. But it's
I know what it is, bitch.
yeah. I believe that you would know what it is, but Joker didn't. Oh my gosh. It's not actually that scary, but it's like absolutely freaking hilarious. And like but basically there's a cat who has this collar that allows him to speak and do a lot of other cool things. Um and he's trying to go back into outer space. It's great. I don't know if we should watch it, but at the same time it's fucking hilarious. Oh. I don't know. But also the Black Cauldron. Like, let's be honest.
Oh, Black Cauldron.
That
I
movie
don't-
is a masterpiece, and it's a shame that it's not like more popular. Well, I mean, it's got a cult following now, but like back in it does not get nearly enough press. Like pretty much everyone who talks, if people are going to talk about like cult are going to be talking about like the cult classics, they're going to talk about freaking Treasure Planet or Atlantis or things like that, while Black Cauldron is still left to the sidelines, even though they have like one of the best Disney princesses ever. Sorry.
True.
Like, she is such a badass, and she doesn't give a shit.
Did you notice that? Have you watched Once Upon a Studio, the celebration of Disney's 100th birthday?
I have not yet. I need to watch that.
Okay, well, they mentioned the Black Cauldron in it. In fact, the characters from the Black Cauldron have lines.
Oh. So,
Of course, so does every Disney character ever made. Has at least a scene, but still.
interesting.
But
So,
only Disney. There is not a Pixar, nothing else to be seen. It's just purely Disney, which I kind of love.
so does it have like Herbie stuff and shit like that?
Nope.
It does not
Nope.
have
Only animation.
only the animations. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's called Beyond the Studio?
It's called Once Upon a Studio.
Oh, Once Upon a Studio. Watch the first thing that... Oh, nope. So it is the first thing that pops up. I was like, it's gotta be Once Upon a Time is the first thing that pops up. But nope, it's Once Upon a Studio, so apparently it's popular. So I'll need to take
It's
a look.
8 minutes. Why? It's 8 minutes. You should watch it like live. Not live. Obviously, we're not live, but watch it.
Okay, here, let's... well, I don't want to... I can't... Unfortunately, I can't show it. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably shouldn't. Because Disney will sue us.
Mm.
I don't know. I'll watch it.
Whatever.
I'll watch
Well,
it afterwards because I really do want to see it. But obviously, like Disney will, like.
I still want to hear your thoughts about it though, so stay on Discord after we're done. And watch
Yeah,
it.
we'll stay on Discord and we'll talk about it after we've afterwards. Maybe we'll well we can't share it. We can't share our screens with that. But yeah. You know, thinking about it as well, why was there never like a can you think of like a Halloween special for Once Upon a Time? Joker, you've seen most of that then.
I don't think there was a Halloween special for Once Upon a Time.
That's sad. They really should have done something like that.
I know they've done like Christmas episodes.
Well, obviously they've done Christmas episodes. But let me see here. I don't Miraculous kinda has, but not really. Like basically on their YouTube channel, Miraculous will post like these clips from different episodes saying, "This is our Halloween special," and it's like, dude, like those were not scary in the moment. Like, I don't understand how you would consider that spooky. Like, you're taking these things out of context to make them spooky. And in actuality, they're, like, hardly terrifying. Like, the most terrifying episode in the entire series is probably, frickin' whatchamadoodle. What was that episode called? Sandboy, I think is what it was? Yeah, Sandboy. Sandboy is probably the most terrifying episode in the entire series because, like, the vast majority of the episode is without any of the Kwamis. So, Marinette and Adrian are basically, like, trying to figure out what the heck do we do. There's, we can't do anything because obviously the we don't have our miraculouses. Um, and it's and like Adrian thinks that Plag got turned into a sock because that's how Plag snuck off for what they were doing.
Oh my goodness.
It's great. Watch at some point you need to watch that episode, but yeah. I mean, Moon Knight would probably be a good show to watch for Halloween. But
True.
what else? Did anything else have a Halloween special? Not really.
Disney Channel was top notch for Halloween specials, I will say.
Yes, Disney does a lot of Halloween, especially the House of Mouse Halloween special.
No,
Fair enough.
no.
Well-
Forever. Excuse me. Rent free in my head forever is the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody Halloween special where they had the ghost in that room.
I haven't watched that one.
Well,
It's worth a watch. It is
so
truly spooky.
so they Disney Plus currently has like a Halloween section. So they have
They do.
they have Goosebumps, Haunted Mansion, Hocus Pocus, as well as Hocus Pocus 2. The Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales, Pretty Frickin' Scary. Another Haunted Mansion. I guess there's like a lot of the things for Haunted Mansion are under here. Under Wraps, Zombies, those movies. I should say the Zombies movies. The Villains Valley View. I have no idea what the heck that is. Nightmare Before Christmas, the sing-along version. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Tiara. I'm not sure. I can't. My freaking dyslexia is just kicking into gear with that font.
What?
I can't read that. I think it's Tierra. I think I that font is really bad. I'm sorry. Parallels, more Under Wraps,
Yeah.
Muppets Haunted Mansion. Maybe we should watch that at some point.
True.
Spooky Buddies, the original Haunted Mansion, Frankenweenie, Ghost and Molly McGee, Owl House, fair enough. Secrets of Sulphur Springs, Ichabod and Mr. Toad, more zombie stuff, so on and so forth. They have a lot of different shows. And then they also have the Simpsons Treehouse of Terror or Horror, sorry. Haunting episodes. Let's see. So, is anything actually interesting here? Apparently there was a Cars one. I don't really know about most of these. Disney Channel Halloween episodes. What is that? I have no idea. There are some. It looks like there's some interesting things. But you get my point. There's some. They have some really cool stuff. At some point, we could probably watch them. But yeah, watch Halloween stuff. It's fun. Oh my gosh. But anyways, so what are you guys' plans for Halloween then?
I got no plans.
You got no plans? Jackie boy?
Well, I mean, I have Halloween parties at work, so
Okay.
that's my plans.
Are you taking the kids to go trick-or-treating as well? Or is it just...
I actually don't know. I'm gonna talk with her probably tomorrow, and honestly can't remember if we have the kids on Halloween or not. So if we do, then yeah, probably.
Fair enough. I'm kind of terrified though about because I work Halloween, and we're working we're working till 9, so it's just like, no, thank you. Please let people not be idiots that night. Like, fuck, I don't want to be driving. I don't want to be driving that late.
So, good news and bad news for you. Good news is you work at a fucking world market, so, like, you know, not a lot of super duper fucking insane people go there. It's not like you work at Walmart or something.
No, it's not gonna. It's not gonna be bad. Like,
Bad news is you do have to drive there, and people are just stupid on Halloween night. So
yeah, that's like the big thing that I think is just is gonna be the problem is just driving back and forth because, like, granted, I'm supposed to be there at 3, and there shouldn't be that many people out on the floor, or out and about at that time, because this is California. People are still in school at that point. So yeah, obviously people are in school on that day, so it's not so it shouldn't be as chaotic. Maybe like a few kids are doing trick or treating that early, but it's rare, and most people don't allow that. And then, but at 9, it's just like, holy crap! I don't want to be dealing with the night culture. Oh yeah. Night people are terrifying, to be put bluntly, especially on Halloween.
true.
Also, I am very much expecting a lot of costumes that day. So hopefully things go smoothly, but we'll see. So, but yeah, Halloween, not a fun day for workers. Little thing depending on when this video comes out, don't order fucking pizza on Halloween. They don't like it. Or really, don't order any delivery. Your delivery driver will hate you for having them do delivery on Halloween. I'm just saying. Like, that is freaking terrifying. My mom used to do that, and she hated it. So, do not do that. All right. So with that rant out, that short little rant out of the way, I can't think of anything else to talk about. Play some games, have some fun, enjoy your Halloween, everyone, and we will see you next week for the start of the Thanksgiving look of the frickin' of our background. So look forward to the Thanksgiving background. We will still be saying no Christmas, but besides that, look forward to it. It's gonna be fun. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja. He's been Jack. He's been Joker, and we will see you guys next time. But on.